All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dicefunctional Campaign 2 with the Neighborhood Watch, where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers. They had just had, hold on, a little conflict with the god of ambition, Aldlataxis. It
Oh.
seems like his plans have been going quite well for him. Several things that he had set up already and was preparing to do, well, they have gone through, and he is effectively considered a hero to both the north and the south of Ekes, much to the party's chagrin. The party, on the other hand, realized that there was still a real issue, namely that of Birsokoi, the metallic dragon deity, or father of the metallic dragons, who didn't appreciate his son being murdered by Aldlataxis. So, the party did what they had to, and with some clever skill usage, you convinced a particularly powerful cleric to resurrect the dead dragon. That particularly powerful cleric just so happened to be Segronum, the cleric of Aldlataxis. It worked. You got the dragon back to life, and then very quickly used imprisonment and locked him up so that he wouldn't be trouble for you all. With that said, he did use a divine intervention to do that, and you then ran away as quickly as possible so that he didn't come after you. Didn't stop all the taxes though. He directly attacked your tower and your friends, asking you all, well, telling you all to choose one thing that he would destroy. You all chose the cart. And he, without any qualms, destroyed it utterly. Now, Darius has gone to the wind. You don't know where she is. Everyone is more than just a little bit shook up by what has happened. And, well, that's where we left off. So, I don't need to play with that anymore. Beans wandered off. She's fine.
Sweet
Oh.
bean.
Beep.
It is the dead of night. Darius, you and your child, as well as your partner, you guys have walked your way into the city of Elbadil. It was the nearest option that you could find for proper housing and for a proper respite. Anywhere else would have been way too far and would have meant way too much travel for you. You managed to find an inn, and with the money you have on your person, with ease, buy yourself a room or rent yourself a room for the next few nights for you, your partner, and your child. No real complaints. You have taken refuge in Elbadil. What now?
What now, Dave? Darius kind of ran on instinct for the moment, which is separate self from group, so she can regroup personally.
Yep.
Because as much as she loves the party, she needs a moment to actually talk with her family and make decisions without outside influence. So probably that first night, after everything that happens, Darius will essentially relay everything that's happened to Bryn, since he was in the cart. He doesn't know what happened in the tower or why, all the taxes blew up the cart. And then divine intervention was used, and it did not make him happy. We got the dragon back to his parent. So, at least did what we set out to do, but now Albatraxis is giving us deadlines.
I can't say I'm terribly surprised by that. This will make for an excellent antagonist, I think. I'll have to keep that written down.
Sweetheart, not the time.
No. But still, I'll have to take the inspiration where I can get it. I mean, I don't really think you have much of a choice, do you?
Just an idiot with a book and a sword.
Be that as it may, as far as you are considering yourself, that's also not true. And you're still one of the most capable individuals to exist on this continent.
I know that logically. I do. But right now my concern comes with... We have 7 days to get stronger. He takes something else. What does he take next? What happens if we can't get stronger and even another week from that? He's gonna keep taking from us. I can't lose you two again.
Well, then at that point, I think the answer is pretty simple. You'll need to deal with it fast enough. You can, because you have to. And that is one of those things that you do well. The pressure's on. You don't have a choice at this point. It's do or die. You have to react and you have to choose something. Not choosing to do anything, not cooperating isn't
in itself.
Yes, but it's also not going to change anything. You know what, a guy, if I was to write someone like him, you know what would happen if the protagonist just ignored them?
The book would suck and the guy would keep coming after them?
They'd kill someone anyways. Giving up isn't an answer because he doesn't want you to give up. So if you do, he'll keep picking on you.
Not giving up. I'm trying to decide. If I send you two away, if I keep you with me.
I don't think it makes a single difference in the world which one you choose.
It makes a difference to my brain and my heart.
That's fair.
I know he can get you anywhere, but...
No matter what, we are going to be at risk. The decision of where we go should just come down to whatever makes you most comfortable at this point in time. Because no matter what, he can get us. You're right. So you have to go with a decision that you are going to be the most comfortable with. Whether it's a platitude that makes you feel good for a little bit or something that genuinely makes you feel like it's a good option. Either way, you should go with whatever you like the most. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit because with the way it looks, well, I'm really low in the frame, and also my eyes look really small because of this, because of how I'm angled.
It also made you look really short.
Okay, well, I can't fix that because I am short.
He is short, though. He's only a little bit taller than me, and I'm very short.
I'm 5'6". I've said this before. I've said this before. I'll say it again. 5'6" is short in America. I'm short.
Short king. Okay, short king.
But Deus will put both hands on Bryn's shoulder before going, Bryn, Can you not write my existential crisis into the book?
I mean, we'll see. It depends on how I want the book to go. See, a character having a crisis of faith and not knowing what the best decision is isn't necessarily bad for writing. It isn't necessarily bad for a plot. So I could maybe use it, but it depends on what the plot feels like it needs.
Dear, I love you, but I sometimes feel like you exploit me.
Yes.
You didn't have to be so upfront to, you know what, no, it wouldn't be you if you weren't upfront about it.
All relationships are based on a little bit of exploitation.
I don't exploit you.
You do. You don't mean to, but there's always a little bit.
No, we're not getting into this argument right now.
It's not an argument because I don't see it as a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's just I don't feel like picking. It's fun, but not right now. How the fuck do you even get stronger in 7 days?
I don't know.
I know. I'm being rhetorical. You know what? Tomorrow morning, we'll ask Ari, does she want to spend more time with the fun people in the tower, or if she wants to go spend some time with her grandparents?
It honestly looks like Bean is staring into a light.
The void.
She's out in the back window looking into the void that is outside. You look like, you know what it is? It's like somebody, like, instead of the outside, you're just on a set, and then outside is just a spotlight into your house.
Yeah, it's like false lighting in a video game, where it's actually just a really bright light shining into the window.
Yeah.
Oh, Bean.
She's found the hole in the simulation.
She loves it. She loves the hole in the simulation. Back in my day, we all loved the Cubus.
No, don't bring that here.
I love
We'll
the
ask her if
Cubus.
she wants to spend time. I don't even know if that's a good idea because she'll learn more bad things from the crew. But my mother will judge me from all the bad things she already does.
I still think holding off on having her meet your mother until she's old enough to understand lying is probably going to be the best option.
She's already met my father, and that was bad enough.
Yeah. I know.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of Granny one of these days. And maybe Ruben. I don't know who taught her to steal cigars, but my money's on Ruben. Tomorrow we'll go back, but tonight I'd like to pretend that we're just back at the house. We're just a couple of new parents trying to figure shit out.
The rest of the party. You guys are all inside of the tower. Several of your comrades are definitely still shaking off the injuries that they have on their person. Most of them have been healed almost completely. Actually, I would say a vast majority of them have been healed completely. I can only think of maybe one or two who wouldn't be. So,
Yeah, Fizzy's been busy medicing this whole time.
yeah, I don't actually. I'm gonna double check because. Yeah, no. Basically everybody would be healed up except for maybe Krago.
Yeah. I will say, as she's been medicing, like doing her like medic duties, like as like healing and everything, there's been like a seething, like simmering rage. It's sort of been like beneath the surface as she's been doing it. Like, she's not saying anything. She's not. But, like, you know when you can tell someone's just really pissed?
Yeah.
And they're trying to, like, sort of tamp it down for the moment.
Yeah.
And trying to, like, push it down. That's currently her state, is she's so angry. But she is focusing on, like, making sure everyone's okay before she goes and does something stupid, which she's about to go do. It's fine.
Fair enough. What is everybody else doing? Darius is not in this scene. And Ignatius is also not in the scene because Cody's Windows operating system bricked it. So he is sure not appearing in this film today. So what is everybody else doing?
I mean, Granny's probably having a quiet conversation with Bronak, and probably Bronak's husband is probably there too, and just being like, "I'm really sorry about this, but I mean, it should be safe for you to return home. You hadn't had the chance to get that, but if you'd like, I can escort you down tomorrow morning first thing. Or I guess you could just go through the mirror now if you want."
I technically don't think the mirror's back yet. I will say.
Well, it'll be back soon. But yeah.
I'll have to talk that over
Yeah.
with my husband.
It's- I'll make sure nothing else like this happens to you. And the reason for taking you from your home is no longer, so you'll be as safe there as you would here. And yeah. Just let me know and I'll see you off.
She'll nod.
But it's been great, being able to chat with you and see the baby, and so I guess thanks for that. And sorry again. I don't know.
Burnock will kind of like cast her vision away from you for a moment.
Yeah, and she'll, after telling her that, she'll just kind of detach herself and leave the room.
Okay. Fitz.
Fitz was having his little dissociative moment.
Mhm.
And then I think once he snaps out of that, and realizes that everyone's healed, he's just gonna very quietly leave the room. With plans to go talk to Muni somehow. In some way. Basically the whole time in his head going like, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you. Like, that whole shebang.
Oh,
I
hey,
heard
B.
that.
Was that Bean?
Yeah.
I heard, yeah.
She brought you a toy.
Now. I was like, huh?
Hey, B.
You baby.
Oh, okay.
She
She-
said, take this.
She walked in with her toy and then walked out.
I can hear her.
Yeah, you can
Delivery.
faintly hear her. If I keep up the dead air, just for on.
Go to her. She requires a person. Oh my god.
She is whining.
I paused because I was like, Why did I just hear a cat?
Yeah, I saw her walk by carrying Big Bertha, and I was like, we're gonna get some meow soon.
She's got some things to say about Big Bertha.
We can hear her now because of the new setup.
Oh, Miss Bean, you gotta mic her up. Put a little mic on her collar.
Oh.
Oh.
There's something so funny about how her face looks when she's picked up. She's just says, like her face just kind of goes sideways.
Well, it helps that Connor like
Mhm.
squishes her into
Funny little cat.
his arms.
She's just a baby. But yeah, I think
Sorry,
we should
Stream
get a
kinda
lav
missed-
mic. And put it on her collar. Put a collar on her, have her walk around during stream. So that when
So
she
we just
does
have
that,
constantly have a
You'll hear her sniffles and her sneezes.
She immediately left.
And
I
her
brought her in and she
Sorry.
left.
we were talking about putting a lav mic on Bean during stream.
Very funny.
I would love it so much. Have an on-off switch so we'd be like, let's check in on our resident Bean. She's snurfling. Like she's at the water bowl.
You can figure out how to
All
attach a
right.
GoPro to her head.
Mm.
Bean vision.
Golly, what were we talking about?
Golly.
We got-
Contact
Fitz,
Muni.
Fitz was going over and over again. I need to talk to Muni.
Yeah. As you keep doing this, Fitz, you will feel your legs and arms grow heavy as you collapse and fall unconscious onto the floor. Fitz, you will feel yourself waking back up on the shore of a beach. And you will see sitting next to you is a sword. It is the Opal King's Blade that you had originally. Fitz,
Do you know what happened? Do you have any?
yes, I do know what happened. I'm aware of everything that happens to you.
Good, then it won't come as a shock when I say I would like to borrow as much power as I possibly can before dying. To deal with this. That's the only question I have to ask of you. I don't care what it does to me. I don't care about the consequences. If it takes my life force down, I need to be able to stop him so that he can't do this again. We've got 7 days before we have to give something up, and I refuse.
This... I can't do something like that as quickly as you may wish. We can do this. But... to try and do so immediately would likely just result in your death. But I can do it. And I can make you as strong as possible in 7 days.
That's all I need, and afterwards, whatever you need back, I'll take it and give it, whatever.
You must understand this will change you.
As long as my family and everyone we love in that cart, as long as they stay safe, I don't care what it does to me.
Very well. We can have this done. This will be a more intense process. You will be uncomfortable. You will likely be in pain. But I can do so.
Thank you. I can't face them until I can help them.
Sionver will be with you as soon as possible to begin the process and do what has to be done.
Of course. And Fitz is just like As soon as the talking stops, instead of filling the silence with his usual, like, ramblings, Fitz is just dead silent, glaring at the sand. Just...
The young man I saw at the beginning of all of this, I don't think he would have had the capacity to feel such rage. He wouldn't have allowed himself to do so. Either too scared or too unwilling to do so, he would have simply shut down and bottled it all up.
He also had a lot more faith in people than I do.
You still have that. You're just more willing to be what has to be to get things done. You're willing to allow yourself to change, and you're willing to allow yourself to feel, to be angry, to hate. Instead of hiding it all and wearing a mask, you are letting your true self be present. Some days that is a kind, intelligent young man. Other days, it is someone who is so hell-bent on revenge that you're willing to let anything happen to you.
I wish I didn't have to have that second one, but... Sadly, it's feels like it's become a necessity. There's no room for someone who's only kind. The world crushes you and changes you and makes you unhappy because punishing kindness is easy. And I'm done having that taken advantage of. That kindness, that willingness to see the good in people. It's not here right now, and I don't know if it's going to come back. And that, out of all the things about me that could change with this power, that is the thing that I think scares me the most. Because now I'm just mad, just angry. It's all I can think about. I'm angry, and underneath that anger isn't anything productive, it's I'm scared. I'm terrified of what could happen to my family. People that people that we've rescued and befriended, and I don't know what to do with that. Because I'm not powerful enough to do anything about it yet. And of course we've got situations coming in to help that, but I how do a bunch of fucking idiots kill a god? It doesn't... People keep saying that we're strong. And we are. But he's a god. It feels like a death march. And as much as I put on the front that I'm strong and I want to do anything, I don't want to die. I put a lot of work into not dying.
I've seen in my life many men, many people, individuals that have been considered untouchable. I've seen criminals. I've seen politicians. Leaders of factions that are so surrounded by power that the idea that they could be touched is unthinkable. And yet, in just as many cases where I've seen them go untouched, unabated, unpressured, I have seen them fall. I have seen politicians lie dead in the street when their security detail should have stopped it. I've seen gang leaders, whatever you'd like to call them, who have surrounded themselves with powerful men, finally feel the bite of a knife. Maybe they walked away, maybe they lived, but they have been touched. In my existence, the existence of my siblings, we are walking examples that the deities, gods that you knew, they can be touched. They can be impacted. Do I know of many that fell to mortals? No, but I know of some. Do I know of some who are wounded by mortals? Absolutely. Many. Yes, it feels like a death march. Yes, it could be a death march. It could mean bodily injury, loss of your friends, but they can be touched. No one is unstoppable. Nobody is untouchable. But words will not teach you that. Action will.
So we'll just have to see what happens.
Yes.
I phase back into Jill, and I take a drink of my Coca-Cola.
I would just like to say Fitz was speaking all the facts. I was like here going, yes, yes,
Preach!
preach.
But did he finally curse? Did he actually curse?
And nobody heard it.
Nobody heard it. But yeah, like, preach, bro, preach. Cause like, yeah, he has like vocalized every thought. Every thought.
Listen. In Fitz's mind, he's like, I could have been like a librarian at this point in my life. If I hadn't have been at that fucking party. Then again, if he hadn't been at the party, he would have been dead, probably.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
you know, maybe not. Probably. But maybe not.
Probably, homie.
But probably.
Oh god.
Yeah, Fitzel.
Can I make an inappropriate joke about
Sure.
Fitz? If only he hadn't wanted to trans his gender.
This is what happens when you trans your gender!
No!
You go on life-changing adventures and kill God! Fuck!
I think you've just sold becoming trans to a lot of people. Go on a
That's right.
life-changing adventure and kill God.
That's how I
I
met
get
Zandy, right?
boobs. You get life-changing adventure and to kill God. Trey?
That's how he met Zandy.
Well, he met Zandy because he was, fucking goddamn shitting fuck
Yup,
apprentice.
got it.
That's the word.
That was a series of words you said.
I can't say any of that as Fitz. I said the one word and I'm not
Hey,
saying
hey,
anything
Joe?
in front of you shits. Yo, what's up?
Shit goddamn motherfucking egg.
Shit goddamn motherfucking egg. Oh god. Oh god.
And
Well,
Fitz
yeah,
will
that's
wake
only
up.
trying to kill God.
Fitz on the floor of the hallway. What the fuck? And Fitz will go kind of skitter to a space in the tower that he will claim as his own. Because I don't think he would have had a room in the tower because his room would have been the one in the cart. So I'll probably just like, if there is a library in the tower or like the bones of a library, he'll just set up shop in like a dusty corner there.
Kaz,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I don't know. I didn't think this through.
Real.
I mean, I'm just looking over with my family and my girlfriends. I think at one point Kaz would have cast divination, to ask whether if the people that live in the tower are they safe to leave to what's the word I'm thinking of? Jelly is leaving my brain. Are they safe from feeling the wrath of all the taxes once they leave the tower?
No.
That's what the divination said.
Yep. There is no way for me to gussy that up and hide it. Answer is no.
So no matter if they leave or not, they're still gonna be in danger.
Correct.
Kaz is having a mental breakdown. That's what she's having. Shakes hand.
The queer brothers are having a fucking
I'm
mentee
gonna be
bee.
so real with you. I think all of us are having our own mental breakdowns. Truly.
Mama said, do you guys want angst? You guys keep asking for angst, right?
I think all of us are having. Trust me, because Fizzy's also like.
Brenna
fucking
seems
having
to be
her
the
own-
most put together right now.
Yeah.
Green's like, damn, that sucks. Anyway, you want to go home? You can. I got a god kill.
She's got her inner turmoil. It's
Uh-huh.
she just knows how to put on a front.
Mm-hmm,
Never heard of that. I wear my trauma
Kaz
on my sleeve.
Kaz is having her own existential breakdown.
Yeah.
Kitty girl.
Kitty
Kitty girl.
Get a girl have a mental breakdown.
Yes!
breakdown.
A little mentee bee. Come on.
Unfortunately, we left
it.
all the grippy socks in the cart.
A little mentee bee as a treat.
A little
Oh.
mentee bee is a treat.
The cart exploded and there were just fragments of grippy socks just flying through the sky.
No.
The grippy socks! We find them on rooftops in distant cities. We're like, we were here.
It becomes an Easter egg for people to follow the path of the heroes.
Oh.
The grippy socks.
So, are there any scenes you want to have, Kaz, or no?
I mean, I guess I could talk to my uncle. I haven't done it in a hot minute.
Unky Don.
Ooh, Uncle John.
Yeah.
So you guys can't leave the tower, unfortunately. At least what the divination told me.
Fuck. Not the prison. Okay.
No. Yeah. No matter what happens, he'll come after you.
Yes. Yeah, that I had a feeling of. Men like that don't typically give up. Why are you
Man.
cocked?
Oh, the camera.
Is that an angle?
Why are
Okay.
Why are you cocked?
Why are you cock?
Connor, that's how you were born.
Why are you cock?
Why are you cock?
Why are you cock?
Me looking at myself in the mirror at 3 o'clock in the morning?
And we're back to trans allegory. So what we're gonna
Why are you cook?
Why are you cook?
Funniest trans allegory to come from a dude who is not trans.
Yeah. Why are you cook? That's gonna become a new fucking echolalia thing now.
A new echolalia meme for this group. Why are you cock?
Why are you cook?
You can tell we're all very stressed right now.
What do you mean?
I'm fine.
Eat
I'm
shit.
gonna kill you with my brain.
Okay.
I'm firing lasers at you from my brain.
They don't seem to be hitting.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking stupid, so that's why they're not hitting. There's nothing in there! Why are you cook?
Those lasers are a lot like the stormtroopers.
They're hitting all
Aim.
around you.
This aim could only be from a stormtrooper.
Men like that don't typically just give up when they've got their eyes set on something. Unfortunately.
You know, Uncle John, when we're trying to find innocence or at least proof, this is not the outcome I wanted out of all this.
No. No, I'd imagine not.
Nope. I don't know why that lightning elemental shocked me, to be quite honest. I should have just died by...
Weren't
At the
you
end of
playing
that
with it?
No, not really. No. We freed it. I mean, we're playing with it.
Well, why it shocked you or not, it doesn't really make much of a difference here now.
I don't have a god to turn to. I'm just a kleptomaniac rogue.
Yes. And?
There's nothing more you could say, to be quite honest.
You've never been anything more than just some thief. What of it?
The point is, I don't know why he's even pursuing us in the first place. Okay, I get it. We're the strongest people out of this continent. I get that. We don't feel like it. Okay? We kind of did all of this because we had to.
Sometimes that can wind up making you the strongest. It doesn't matter if you didn't want to do it or if you just kind of had to follow your path. At the end of the day, you've become the strongest in one way or another.
I didn't ask for this. None of us did.
No. I didn't want to be arrested.
You're going on this during the situation.
What I'm trying to say is that no one really ever asks for something. Even when you do want something, there's always repercussions that you didn't really want, but they're still there.
Would it be bad to leave?
No, it wouldn't be. You can't... There's nothing wrong with being a coward. And there's nothing wrong with not feeling like you're up and ready to handle something. But sometimes, even when it doesn't feel like the right choice or feels like it's a dangerous choice, sometimes those are the choices you have to make. Living in Thornhurst was not fun. For me or my sister, or anybody else who was there. It is not a good place. But when you need to live somewhere, when you need to have some living, you make the decision you have to. You stop and you look at the awful choices that you have at your disposal and you find the best of the worst. That's it. There's nothing special about it. It sucks every step of the way. But when you have to, you do what you have to, because otherwise you're just giving up.
So easy to give up now.
It's always easy to give up.
But that god pisses me off. I may be the fastest person, but 7 days. 7 days to kill this fucking god. I don't know.
We'll figure out something. You will. Someone will. But it's not going to be just as... There's going to be tricks that you could use, I'm sure of it. Something you can buy, something you can get, something you could make. There's going to be some kind of an option somewhere that will make this easier. There has to be.
Yeah. I miss Ruben. That's all I could think about right now.
He'll be fine. He's more than... He's fine. He's different than when I knew him, but he's good. He'll be okay.
I could still miss him, Uncle Don.
You can. That's true.
In a way, I'm kind of glad Tana doesn't have to deal with this mess. Because we're stuck in it now.
Don's gonna just kind of like give you like this. He's gonna narrow his eyes a little bit and look at you and go, Tana likely would have immediately charged into this fight. Out of all of you here, she probably would have been the one without a single question in her mind that she wanted to kill him.
Well, funny that you mentioned that. He did kill her. Before.
And?
Well, she's dead.
Well,
Right
yes, I
now.
know she's dead. I've
Yeah.
heard. It doesn't change how she would have behaved.
No.
For as many problems as that young lady had, she stuck to her guns.
He really did.
When things were going bad, when something wasn't working out well, she likely still chose the same path that she always chose because that's just how she worked. You don't work like that. Figure out a different path. Figure out a method that you think will work and will improve your chances.
Well, I guess we have to wait till Darius comes back with the mirror. I don't blame you guys if you go back to the circus. Or not. But whether the case, the
You
7
said it
days,
yourself, there's no point.
there's really no point now.
I'll stay here. Well, Yarrow and your mother, they'll figure it out, but I'm staying here. There's no point. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck. If I can help, let me know.
Okay.
And he's going to stretch his aching back, he's going to kind of wander off.
You're not that old.
I was just bludgeoned nearly to
Yeah,
death.
yeah,
I'm
that's
allowed to have an
true.
aching back right now.
Okay.
Don is quite possibly the chillest. I mean, pun intended, the chillest man on earth. He does not give a fuck. He's like, okay, kill the guy.
He is the definition of roll with the punches.
He's like, you can run if you want. It's okay to be a pussy.
But like, it's not gonna really do anything.
He pisses me off.
I love that kind of like, yeah, you can do what you want if you want to be a little bitch about it. But it's always an
Kaz does-
option.
To be fair, Kaz, that's exactly what Kaz needs, I feel like.
Yeah.
Kaz needs to be told, like, you could be a bitch, but like...
But like, I know, like,
Kazakhs.
I know, like, if Tahana was here though.
Also,
She
please don't, in
wanna
the
fight
middle
that
of that
guy.
conversation, I looked over to Foundry because I hadn't looked at I had a different window up, and I just saw Ben Starr, the like.
Charlie said that
I can't. I was just trying to like hold my like laughter
because that was in reference to Bean at the window.
know,
Being
I know.
staring out the window.
I was not like I had a different window up before because like I didn't.
And you said the Jolly cracked me up so bad.
Because Bean was still at the window, and when I posted it, people was laughing.
I had
Because all three of
I had
us
to
were
stop
like-
myself from laughing.
I noticed it in the middle of the thing, and I went, "Oh no, I can't! This is a serious conversation. I can't."
I think if you look back through the VOD, you can see three of us doing this.
I was just my whole bottom of my face. I said, "Ugh."
that picture will never not make me laugh. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's just a good
It's-
picture because I always feel bad so bad for Ben Starr.
They did it so dirty with that picture.
Well, also like these are that light that you're seeing there. That is a stage. That looks like a stage light. So like it's bright in the picture. For him, it was probably like a goddamn flashbang going off.
And the fact that his eyes are just wide open, like he's just staring.
You know what it is? His face is just like, this is my fate now.
He's such a psycho. I love Ben Starr. He makes me laugh so much. He was on a red carpet like the other day as Jimbo from Balatro. And him and Yamubin were like hanging out and being friends, and I said, What's going on?
I saw him as Jimbo, and like I just saw his screen. It's like it really was the epitome of when you see your customized character in the cutscene, and it's just Ben Starr full on
so
Joker
funny.
makeup.
He's
I love
so
that.
funny.
He's just in on it, and it's great. It's so funny.
I adore him.
So, in the meantime, I updated the news to my mom's and then to my girlfriends about it. And I'm also tending to Electos's wounds because she was the worst out of it, aside from the healing already done. That's about it. I'm just trying to reassure them is all.
Well, you might need to help her change her bandages.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because I'm used to it.
But in a gay way.
She might need She might not be able to take a bath. You might have to give her a sponge bath.
No! She needs someone to go with her into the bath.
She needs a lifeguard at the bathtub.
She needs a lifeguard
Fine.
at your pool. This isn't a
This is a pool. This is my bathtub.
This is my bathtub.
We're referencing
Gay
something
shit.
very specific. If you don't know what it is, we'll explain it at the break for everyone in the group.
It's a porn! I don't
do
need the
know it.
break.
I
It's
do
a
know
clip
it.
from a porn.
I do remember that. Oh god.
You need a
Oh,
lifeguard for your
God.
pool.
I'm in the
Pool?
bathtub.
It's my bathtub.
And he still ends up fucking her.
That
Good
is
for
the
him.
nature of porn.
I know. Anyways.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so the rest of the night will pass. Let me quickly adjust that. Hold on.
They
There we
shall.
go.
A long rest.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
How so?
After I finish attending to everyone, I would like to find Fitz.
Good luck. I'm just kidding. He's like I said. If there's a
Yeah,
library in the tower,
she's
he's
just
pulled
gonna
up that
like
board.
start like wandering, and she's just gonna be like,
Because the tower has that like brain GPS thing.
yeah,
Right?
brain GPS. So like brain GPS leads her to Fitz
Yeah.
in his library, and she's just gonna sit down across from him. She's gonna place her hand on the table, and she's going to say, "I'm very angry right now. I don't know how to feel about this because I don't get angry, but I am angry.
Don't worry.
Can I borrow your
I'm-
book?"
Yeah, of course. Right to the punch. Love it.
I
Fitz
don't
will-
know what else to do. And Fizzy is going to like dig through and find a knife. She's going to dump everything except for 1 hit point into this. Connor, is this
Yeah.
possible for me to do where she heals herself up and does it again?
Yeah, that's
To put
possible.
more?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to put like I want to heal myself up as much as possible, and like if I can put like
And then put
150
more.
Yes.
Yeah. So what?
Until I can get to like. I mean, she has like plenty of hit spells. If I can get to like 200.
Okay.
Where she puts in 200.
Yeah. So
She's just
what are you
gonna-
looking to ask?
She is like. She wants to know everything she can. About putting the gods. Like how that happened before. Behind the thing that they're in now. And if
Okay. So the
if-
cause of the schism.
Yeah, and like if it's something she wants to know if it's something that is possible to be replicatable without it like destroying everything. Cuz that's kind of her mission now is to like get at least all the taxes, but really theoretically she wants to get all the new gods behind that fucking veil. She wants them to go right back where the other gods are. That's where
Okay.
they belong.
Well, you while you can read, you do not read well.
Yeah, no, shit. That's why she has Fitz there too, man.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I've got no issues just saying this aloud to the two of you. Hold on a moment.
Please know that Fitz is not going to be judgmental about it, but as soon as he sees that, he's like, okay. Yeah, sealing the gods, that's really interesting, Fizzy. I'm really happy for you. It's really interesting
Hey,
topic. of
Fizzy
study.
doesn't know things.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not possible, it's not possible. You know?
As the book will begin to scrawl out in a unknown script, not resembling any of the ones that you have seen before, about the schism. And it is going to read very simply. Actually, hold on. Let me test something. How does it sound?
This sounds
Normal.
normal.
Okay.
We're in danger.
Oh, I know.
How about this?
High pitched.
High pitched?
High pitched? Okay, that's fine. And like this then?
It's still high pitched.
Sounds
Okay,
the same.
about the same. That's fine. That
You
works
sound
for
like
me.
you're taking some helium. I mean,
Eh.
it's literally the only way you know it's.
No,
it's not
that's fine.
chipmunk, but it's you've
Oh.
taken.
That's totally fine.
You've added some echo.
Had some cathedral effect, I see. Or
Ah.
cave effect, I guess.
It's reverb, not echo. With that said,
Reaver.
Yeah.
that reverb needs to be turned down a little bit. There we go. I couldn't say what caused this. But I can say that I have nothing but regrets for not stepping in I watched as my siblings fought one another, disagreed, and then made sides. What should have been a small conflict from a few overly ambitious, it grew too far, much too far. Perhaps it would have been better if we had just let them win. If we had just stepped back. And instead of making armies, we just allowed it to be a small clash. I don't know what exactly triggered it, or how exactly the schism developed. But I have my ideas. See, a collection of enough power, enough forces colliding all at the same time, and I think the fabric of our reality tried to fix itself. Like a body clotting a wound. It knew something was wrong. It knew that there was some thing that had happened. And it reacted. Like a body fighting an infection, or a cut clotting closed, leaving scar tissue behind when it was all said and done. It felt automatic, almost biological. But no matter how I look at this and how I think of this, I still have to wonder why it was only those that chose sides that were affected. I wasn't. Nor the draconic deities, whatever they like to call themselves. Anything that wasn't already part of this, hadn't agreed to fight, they weren't affected. Nor the one that we locked away. They locked away. I wasn't involved in that either. Maybe for the best. But it felt like a trap. And it feels like a trap now that I think of it. It happened so quickly, and only to the people that agreed to fight. I don't know why I feel the urge to find this book. I don't know why I felt the urge to cut myself into it. I think my siblings would have found it unbecoming or absurd for one of us to do so. But I felt like I had to, for one reason or another. To whoever has tried to use this and has asked this question, I doubt you could do this again. I doubt anybody could do it again. Not unless there's another war. Another agreement. Another clashing of power. Strong enough to make the world, everything, try to fix itself again. And I don't think it would be possible just because I still think that someone else had a plan. But there's only so much more I know.
And at the bottom of the page, where that has been written, you see very simply it has a little dash mark, and then it reads, God of Innovation and Magic, comma, Amazonam.
It's your baby girl! Michelle said,
Oh my god! Wait. So if he didn't choose sides. Wait. So if he didn't choose sides, and the only ones that chose sides are behind that.
Yep.
Is it logical to believe, and maybe this is crazy, that he is still somewhere around?
That's a fair logical conclusion.
We need the mirror.
Michelle has been possessed. Take me to a Amazonam.
No meta.
No, that's not even. It's not. I will say this. Not meta. Not meta. Not meta.
It's not meta. Not meta. Not meta.
Just because I happen
Fuck
to be
Facebook.
The one, yeah, true. Just because I happen to be the one to find this is not a meta thing, because literally
It's a god on this plane who can help us.
Exactly. 100%. Like literally.
Placebo. Possiblo.
Possibly.
I was trying to I don't know why, but my brain wanted to
But I
combine
do
placebo
want
and
words.
possibly.
Yeah, I don't know why, because placebo has nothing to do with
do
this.
it
No.
I do think it's very funny
Picasso.
that of all the gods that this happens to be about, it is in fact the same god. That was not on purpose. I
double
promise you.
checked the list for which deities would be the most likely to do something like this, and there are only a handful, and some of them are non verbal, for lack of a better term, and the others are already locked up in their own ways. So literally, there's only a handful that could have theoretically done this.
This is so funny though. Anyway,
That's your baby girl.
that is my baby girl, and it's not. It's really weird because it's not. Oh god. Okay. Anyway,
Does Rudy know her neighbor is a Amazonam? Accidentally moves into an apartment and is like, my fucking neighbor's so loud. Knocks on the door and he's like, oh my bad, it's me. God.
what the
Busy
fuck?
doing
Okay.
God things.
Anyway.
And that's when we start getting some demigods around here. Sorry, what?
Oh god. Anyway, Fissy's just gonna look at Fitz and she's like, "Who is this god?"
It's innovation and what now?
Innovation and magic.
No, that is fully the god of innovation and magic. And the fact that it is implied here that he is still on this plane,
We should we? We should, right?
we probably should.
Cool. So that was a good thing I did then, right?
Yeah, incredible work. You've done it.
Cool.
Your rage formed something very worthwhile.
Alda Texas really makes me mad. For many
Share that
reasons.
sentiment.
Fucking coward. Which I don't think. Oh, Fizzy probably is only. Yeah.
Fitz is gonna look around and make sure nobody's in there, and he's gonna lean in and go, I talked to Muni earlier,
Okay.
and I said,
You can't say it now, though.
no, I won't, but I said it. I
Oh,
did.
really? Okay, I
Yeah.
won't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone.
Thank
I won't
you.
tell anyone.
I appreciate that, but I thought that, in this moment we could share the fact
Yeah.
that it has brought it out in both of us there.
Yeah.
anger, the
I don't think I've ever
rage.
felt like this before. Don't like
Mhm.
that he's going after people that can't fight back, really. Don't
Mhm.
like that. Don't like. You know what I really don't like? And maybe
Tell me
this
about
is
it.
just like the druid in me. Don't like the whole fighting to die and then coming back. That pisses me off. That makes me real mad. That makes me very angry. I don't think that's how life is supposed to be. You are supposed to die and that's it. And also, I don't know if you know this, But if we get to the point where we can fight gods, I'm probably gonna live a very, very long time.
Well,
Because my aging, it slows down once that happens. Like, once we're at that point,
at least a couple of us will be around with you for a couple 100 years.
yeah. I mean, it'll be much longer than that, from what I gather.
I'm saying how long some of the rest of us will be with you. That is at maximum a couple of 100 years.
Yeah, so I don't want to deal with this.
Mhm.
And if he still remains past this, I don't
You'll
want to
have
deal with it.
again.
And I'll have to deal with it again and again and again and again for a very long time.
To be fair with his timeline, we'd have to deal with it many times before even well, perhaps not Granny.
Not Granny, but
But the rest
Darius
of us might
and
have to deal
you.
with it quite possibly a few times.
Darius and you, definitely. I don't know. I don't know
I
how
mean,
long.
The average lifespan to reach adulthood for if he came back as a human, he could by 30, probably, so that'd be 30 years, so Kaz would still be here as well, and Iggy, and again, not so much Granny, but
Not so much.
I love her dearly, don't think she's got 30 left in her.
No, I don't. From what I'm assuming no.
I'm assuming with how humans age, probably not.
No. So, I don't know about you, but I don't. So if we can, that's crazy, right? To talk to like a god and be like, "Hey, can you help us?" I mean, we've been doing that a lot, haven't we?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a
Okay.
bit wild, but we've already done it quite a few times, so what's another?
Okay, so we should find the
No,
mirror
Mert.
when
the
whenever
mirror
it comes when it comes.
is
I'm assuming
back.
it is back. Yeah. I also in terms of the mirror, I need a favor maybe. I think I want to go home for a bit, not like a long time, but like an
Yeah, of
hour or
course.
two. So like, if you can come and get me when I just want to see my mom and dad and
Yeah.
siblings and
I'll check in
stuff.
on the hour and see if you're ready to go,
Okay.
and if so,
Okay.
hop over and
Not
bring you home.
not right. Yeah. Okay.
Whenever you need.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you. Don't say anything to anyone yet. We'll talk about it when everybody's here.
Of course.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna try to sleep now.
Me
I
as
don't know
well.
if I'm going to sleep, but I'm going to try.
Fitz has a stack of like 3 books and like a ratty blanket. He's just sleeping in the corner on a book pile.
Okay. And Fizzy, can Fizzy sleep
Draconic
up?
hoarding instincts are kicking in.
Yeah. Can Fizzy sleep up? Like, can her like spot be up where like the top is where the stars are?
That's fine.
That's where
The
Shay's gonna.
Okay, that's not outside, right? Because he's fucking cold.
it's not
No,
outside.
no,
It's
no,
still
no.
cold.
Yeah.
It's still cold, but Fizzy
Put
wears
your-
more clothes now. It's fine.
Put your winter clothes on and go to bed.
Yeah. I mean, she'll do that if she has to. It's fine. But she just wants to be where the stars are right now.
Gonna be where the people are.
Okay. Now it's tomorrow. Sorry. I did have to do that though. Yeah. God.
Okay. And we will take a quick 5 to 10 minute break.
Okay. See you in a bit.
So, you guys all wake up. It is now the morning. The big question is, Darius,
Yeah.
you're going to teleport home, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Gonna bundle up the kid, grab the spouse, and teleport back. Baloo should have arrived sometime during the night with the mirror, so.
Yep. So, 7 o'clock in the morning, Darius, you reappear back in the tower. What has happened, everybody?
Fizzy had a very bad night of sleep and probably ended up, as soon as the sun rose, probably ended up back in like the main area. She slept, but it wasn't very good.
Fitz is still fully like avoiding people, and specifically like avoiding his family and like the people who were injured out of like some sense of like internal shame. So missing boy.
Bean really likes the smell of the Slim Jim and was standing up to get a better sniff at it.
Oh.
And now she's just still standing there staring.
She wants it.
Pretty soon you're gonna look over and she's gonna be going,
Yeah.
hand it over.
Yeah. Granny also had slept very poorly. She comes out in like the mid-morning with like really dark circles. She basically didn't sleep for most of the night and then like had to get a nightcap to get any sleep.
And Ignatius?
I mean, he's probably the least distressed by all of this. There's just this deep-seated scowl, and he's probably been, like, doing the only thing he really can do, which is, like, obsessively working out. Like, going through his head all the ways that he's gonna, like, stab and slash all the taxes.
Real.
He's brought the feral out in all of us, I think. Like,
I think that was the goal.
I know, but
Well, great news. A goal fucking accomplished. I don't know if you're gonna like the outcome.
That's the worst part about this guy. He
He
does
is.
want that. He loves that outcome. That's what he wants. I win again.
Yeah. But if Fizzy gets what she wants, he's not gonna like that at all.
I want to kill him to death forever.
Nah. I want him to kill him to death forever. I want him to go away forever.
Kill him to death.
I'm still sleeping.
So fair.
Guys is still sleeping.
Yeah, with her girlfriends.
So fair.
Yay!
Oh, like we've been new already about
So
that.
In my Christian Minecraft server.
Bears will walk in, set the baby down, go, there's a dog here with a mop on him. You could go pet him if you find him.
Your child will immediately go out to find this dog with a mop on him.
Takes off in a
Yeah.
dead sprint.
Yeah, I told a 2-year-old there's a dog here with a job. It's the greatest thing in her mind.
So, at that point, I think Fitz, you'll hear skittering past your room the sound of Sermit just,
Nails on the stone.
and then a child goes running after Sermit.
Ah!
Clap, clap, clap.
Not my problem. Good luck, Servant.
Tongue sticking out of his mouth, running as fast as he can. And Darius will go to the mirror. Sit
Okay.
down in
I
front
mean-
of it. I need ingredients.
Okay, wait. Question.
Hmm.
Hi. She has to go into the teleportation circle, correct? To guarantee that she's teleporting.
Yes.
So would I have seen her go to the mirror or like walk towards the mirror?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm following behind. If I see you, I kind of need him to use the mirror too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You- Yeah, okay. Well, before you need ingredients, totally fine. We can get them. That's cool, and you can use a mirror for that. However, I will say, did have an interesting development yesterday. I found out something really interesting. Me and Fitz. There is still one of the other gods is still on this plane. I think.
Kind of makes sense considering the dragons are still here. Makes
So
sense that
apparently
maybe
there
a
was-
couple of them had squirreled away.
So like So the way he explained it was there were 2 sides, and anyone who didn't choose a side stayed. So, he said the dragons. He mentioned the dragons, and then he said he also stayed. I don't remember his name. It was like Maza something, Oma something, Omaza something.
Magic guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Magic and innovation, I think it was.
Me trying to say the name of the food I'm ordering at the Indian place.
Me
Trying to say any name you come up with, Connor.
Eat my nuts.
So
I'm not interested.
So like
Die.
after, yeah, that's true. After you get your ingredients, I think we should use the mirror and see if we can talk to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I also want to use the mirror to go home for a little bit, but that's
You can go first. I need to go get Kaz.
okay. Okay.
I need her specialty.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I don't want to do the gods thing without everybody, is the thing. I don't want to, like, talk to the god without everyone being here. So I'm gonna go find everybody.
You have
I'm gonna go look. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, can you all come to the mirrors? Can you come to the mirror, please? We need to contact somebody, and maybe they can help. And I don't want to do it without everybody here. Please.
Fitz will roll up, and he, notably, he looks a little scruffy.
Oh my god.
Like, he's got some, like, a little bit out of place. Like, every
Fitz,
morning he's woken up the whole time and, like, has shaved, but he just hasn't shaved.
Fitz, I didn't know you could grow facial hair.
He's literally got.
I literally have a goatee.
I mean, like, in other
Facial hair does tend to grow.
Yeah, but sometimes people are really patchy, so I just thought... You know, that was a really stupid thought of mine. I'm gonna stop it right there.
Yeah, have you seen my dad? My genetics are pretty good, actually. So it's, like, pretty... Yes, I can grow facial hair. I love Dearest looking at Fitz. This is like, in her brain, this is just something Fitz has. She's like, I didn't know you could grow facial hair. Fitz is like,
What do you fucking think this is?
You think you're sharp
Like, you're all this on?
I don't know what I love the idea of more. Fitz only getting facial hair in this area, or every morning Fitz waking up and going,
See, the thing is, there are people who do that.
that is too much work.
Yeah.
It's too much.
way too much work, dude.
So who has made it to the mirror and who hasn't at this point?
Fitz is here.
Fitz is there. Definitely busy, obviously.
Fizzy's
Granny?
obviously there.
I'm trying to decide because, like, what? Because she might be, like, in the city. If it's
Well, this is like in the morning. This is like 7
This is in the morning.
7 a.m. No, she's asleep.
Darius will start going to Granny's. Darius goes to Granny door and, like a true parent, kicks it open, grabs her by the foot and yanks her out the bed onto the floor and goes, "Get up."
She doesn't wake up until she's on the floor.
You have to do that thing where you have to do with old pets, where you're like, are you
She
sleeping?
alive?
Or you
No,
shake
you
her a
take
little,
a
and you're like,
Breathing?
You take a compact mirror and you put it right in front of her face to see if it fogs up, to see if she's still breathing.
Yep.
That's why I've gotten so good at spotting when something's breathing.
You just yanked her out. You're like, oh shit. This is
she's fucking rigor mortis, she died. Holy shit! Right before everything started, Granny fucking passed away in her sleep peacefully.
This is
That's what I'm trying to get out
Shit.
of
Should have
this.
checked your blood pressure.
My God.
Oh, I shouldn't joke about that.
The old hearts just couldn't hold up.
Next
What?
part, she'll look for Iggy.
He's outside either running laps or trying to, like, pull things through this, like, heavy weights through the snow.
Ugh.
Darius leans out the window and goes, "Quit being angsty, working out, and get to the mirror."
He'll pause, like, say, "Alright, I'll finish up this lap." And then after another pause, say, "You want me to clean up first?"
The meeting.
This can probably,
Yeah,
this can fix you. He can just
Sure.
pop you and make you clean.
Ignatius, you're taking a point of exhaustion, please. Thank you.
That is fine.
Granny, you're also
Uh.
taking a point of exhaustion, please, and thank you.
Well,
Anybody else who
like,
did not
You
sleep well is
got
taking a
it.
point of exhaustion. Thank you very
I
much.
slept. Even
Okay.
if I slept bad, it's okay, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I
Yeah,
said
but
she
you
slept
slept.
bad. She did.
That's
she
fine.
didn't-
You still
it-
slept. Still.
Yes, it's just she just a bad sleep.
Where do I add?
In attributes
Exhaustion.
under death saves and your various things.
Where's my
There's
death
exhaustion.
saves?
Underneath the
Um,
grit.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Resources.
see it now.
Darius will now go to Kaz's room because I assume she hasn't gotten up, and she'll do the
It
same
won't-
thing she's done in the last room. She'll kick open the door, walk in, go, "Morning, Vera. Morning, Electos. I need this." And she'll point at Kaz and grab her foot and pull her off the bed and go, "Come on."
No! Why?
Morning, ladies.
I am sleeping, thank you.
Get up,
Not
we got
even.
things to do. Also,
Why?
Darius would not be bothered by nudity. At this point in her life, she doesn't give a
It's-
shit.
It's less being bothered by nudity, more respecting Vera and Electos if they have qualms about being nude. You know? I feel like Vera would be very shy about
Yeah, Electos
basically
would
a
give a
stranger
shit. Yeah.
seeing her naked.
I like to
She's not looking at them. She's completely, fully focused on Kaz. Get up.
Do I have to? What am I doing?
We're gonna go talk to another god, apparently.
What if I don't want to?
I don't want to either, but we're both in this fucking boat. Get up.
I'm not gonna. What's the point of me being there? What am I gonna contribute? Nothing.
Darius is gonna get real close to Kaz. You be there, or I'm gonna get Fitz and Granny to carry you down.
Come make me.
Darius in the earpiece will go, "Fitz, Kaz won't come."
Well, actually,
I was gonna Fitz in your ear very uncharacteristically goes, "That sounds more like a problem you should bring up to Vera and Electos. Not
It's
to me."
fine, Darius. If Kaz wants to stay, that's okay. I get it. I get it. It's totally okay. But I request you. I want Kaz to be here, because I think it's important that we're all here. But if Kaz wants to not, that's okay. But Darius,
You're gonna
please.
just have me be silent. There's no point of me being there.
Darius points at Kaz and goes, "You and I are talking later then,"
What
and walks
the-
away.
Why?
And
Oh,
she'll
my
close the door. She does leave Kaz on the floor, though. She did pull you to the floor and leaves you there. She'll turn to all of you and go, "If I have to deal with all this, and we all have to deal with this, I'm gonna damn well pretend I'm okay with it, so I'm gonna be a little aggressive."
That's
Capiche?
okay. Okay, that's okay. You can be a little aggressive. I think we're all a little aggressive right now. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm a little aggressive.
Let's...
I just woke up.
Okay, so
No.
cool. Just so you all know,
Grandmother who just woke up.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I also just woke up, but I have a fiery rage, and that is what's giving me all this energy right now. As it turns out, anger, very good motivator.
I've spent approximately the past 2 hours wondering exactly how it feels like to choke God.
Well, hopefully we'll get the chance to find out.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be lucky and we will.
I have an answer to that one of these days.
So, for the two people that did not, well, Fitz and I gave a lot of blood to the book and found out that there is possibly a god that's still on this plane that saw the schism and is still alive, and maybe he's wandering. I don't know. I don't know where he is. But we're about to find out. And she like turns to the mirror and she's just like, "How do you say it again, Fitz?"
Amazinon.
Amazinon, please. At the mirror.
Please.
Please.
Yeah, please. You gotta be polite.
Amanda, please.
Amanda, please.
You say Omazinon, please, and it will pull open the image of what looks to be the inside of somebody's living room. You see that there is what looks to be a small fabric couch, like basically like a love seat for two people. And you can see that there is the form of a scruffy, somewhat middle-aged elf, you would say, that is currently laying on the couch, feet up on one of the armrests, and is currently asleep.
Is he
Obsessed.
Thor? Is he
Obsessed
Thor?
with him. I love the fact that I guessed that he would be just like a guy on a couch. He's just a
Thor.
guy. That's Peepaw.
Hello? Hello? Get up. I didn't know God slept.
You want to wake up in the morning?
Oh my god.
I kind of love him.
What the fuck?
Hi. I'm gonna be loud and annoying.
What?
Hello?
Hi.
I'm
Who are
busy.
you?
Busy.
Okay. What are you
you
doing
loving them?
in my living room?
Well, I put my blood into the book, and I saw your little thing about the schism.
Fizzy. He doesn't know
He
what
wrote-
you mean by book.
He wrote the letter in the book. He wrote in the book and mentioned
Okay,
the book in the
You
letter.
haven't.
Yeah, he wrote it in the book. In the
One moment. So
Do you remember?
the book.
Do you remember
Darius
the
is-
book?
It's like the book.
How is
Darius
he
is gonna
supposed
look
to
at
remember
Oh my God.
something from hundreds of years ago, if not
Thousands, 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 years ago.
You're the
Yes.
god. Correct.
You wrote the letter in the book?
Show him the book.
Am. There's no lie I can use. Yeah, I am.
Cool. Hey, so we have questions, cause you were apparently there when it happened.
Yup.
So anyway, okay. So here's the story, and we're gonna
Here's
give
the
you the
story
very.
from
I'm gonna-
All about how.
My life got flipped turned upside down. I mean, that's not wrong. Let's be real.
We went two different
so-
directions.
I was going here's the same
It is me. You're really go to me.
Come on! It's the fucking Spice Girl. Spice up your goddamn
I was gonna start
life
going with the
right
Brady
now.
Bunch, so like.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah. I'm old, guys. So basically, I don't know if you know this, but about, I don't know, they said 30 years ago?
I know. Don't stop. Yes, I know about that.
Well, now one of them wants to fight us.
Okay. Yeah.
And he wants to, apparently he does this a lot. Like, it's the god of ambition. So he does this a lot. He like fights people and then he dies and then he comes back and he fights people and then he dies and then he comes back and he fights people and he dies. It's a cycle and it
Oh.
sucks. And I don't think that should be allowed. I think he needs to go hang out with all your friends or your siblings, as you said in the book.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I think this is a conversation that doesn't happen over some magical gadget.
Okay.
I think this is a conversation that happens, say, like over lunch. So
Okay.
if you want,
Would you like? You come over there. You come over here.
you know, you'll come over here.
Yeah, we'll go over there.
All right. Big fucking clown car out of the mirror.
So Darius at this point goes, "It's 7 a.m. It's breakfast, homie, not lunch."
It's not
Yeah.
7 a.m. Not where I am.
Where are you? Okay, anyway.
Before we go to the mirror, Fitz is going to stop and go, "Hey, Kaz, I know that you were sleeping. We are going to lunch with a god, and it seems like you'd like him. So if you want to come, you can.
Yeah! Oh,
It's
that's
apparently not 7 a.m. there, so you might be more awake if we go over there."
She's not wearing the intercom right now. She's
You
not.
can hear Fitz going, "God!" on the table.
Just full on, just belting it, screaming.
That's what she has it off because things like that would happen.
Turns to the god, is like, "One moment, I'm so sorry." Costello!
Let's just go up and pull her down.
Oh, fine.
Okay, give us a minute.
Darius is gonna walk through the mirror while they do that and go, "It's lunchtime here and you're still in bed."
I live in Cornona. We don't need to do anything like that anytime soon.
Granny's like, I'm sorry about these kids. Ugh.
I'm
You're a
older
kid
than
too.
He's a
I'm at the end of my lifespan, dumbass.
And I am
Right?
hypothetically at the beginning and end of my lifespan indefinitely. I've been on
I'm
this
mortal.
plan.
You should know, but I thought you were a smart guy.
I'm plenty smart. You're still a kid compared to me.
I'm an old woman.
You'll see that Omazanam pulls his hair up and back into like something like a wolf tail. So like he has a ponytail up top and then like hair drapes down lower. He is very clearly it's graying in streaks and turning white in other spots as well. He is like a dirty blonde. Although it doesn't look to be naturally dirty blonde actually.
So, hey, Connor, is he hot?
Let me keep explaining. He does not appear to be naturally blonde or dirty blonde. He looks like his hair maybe dyed. He is very dark tan. So like, not like black. To use a more real world example, but like probably like kind of like Middle Eastern. Like skin tone wise,
Or like Mediterranean.
or Mediterranean, yeah, Middle Eastern Mediterranean, something like that. He has kind of a larger nose, kind of like very very straight, scruffy is the best way of describing this man. He is unshaven. His beard is thicker, though not because he is growing it out intentionally. It's grown out because he does not care. And it is it is also much grayer than the rest of him. You cannot see the original color in it. But you can see that he does have long elven style ears that have been decoratively notched and have earrings and piercings in them.
So he's a fruit.
All right, damn.
So you're describing a very attractive man.
Yeah, I'm like,
So the
answer is yes.
I am feeling extremely twink about to pounce that fucking picture about this right now.
He is. What I will also say is he is in Elven, to an Elven standard, he is considered muscular. So he would actually be closer to what your brother is. He has an athletic frame. He has very clear signs of muscle, and his hands and forearms are clearly rougher and well developed from many years of using them.
Oh no, I'm
Or
about to be making
something.
some demigods.
Oh no,
Oh,
you people.
Jesus Christ.
Connor,
We're about
your
to usher in a
description-
new age of gods again.
Yeah,
One more
your
time.
description is like a man going through his midlife crisis through living like he's still in college.
The honest
Yeah.
answer is that Omazanam currently his visual inspiration is that of a middle-aged rocker, basically.
Yeah,
Like
gonna
he's
say,
the guy
he's,
who
like,
still goes to
fucking-
concerts, doesn't sleep properly, may have a job.
Guys, I think this might be our
Tired.
Peter B. Parker. I think we might need to fix him. Be like, hey buddy, come on, let's get you shit. You drank some water today?
Connor, hold on. I'm gonna show
Obvious
you.
amount.
I'm gonna show you the white version of this man in my head,
Sure.
and I am saying the
And-
white version.
And for
Who is it?
the simplest thing for all of you to understand, you do not call me Omazanam out in public. That's not my name.
Yeah, what?
What
What
is
do we
your
call
name?
you?
Oma. That's what people
Okay.
call me. That's what people know me as. Call me Oma.
Absolutely, no problem.
Connor,
But this time
that's who
Fitz
he
has-
looks like.
Forcibly dragged. Cat.
Yeah. It's really funny that you mentioned that.
You created the Big Lebowski, Connor.
Maybe I did.
Irony in that.
I was gonna
It
say, like, he's the dude.
And what strength have you have just to pull out Kaz from that room?
The strength is Fitz will stand in the room and scream at the top of his lungs until you move.
I
That's
cast
the strength.
silence.
Sibling ass. Move
Fitz
out of the
steps out of the
silence.
silence and continues to scream.
Yeah, well, the silence will, cover it for now.
I'm gonna tell you this now. You're not gonna win this battle of wills.
Charm monster is an option. I need to tell you.
I will charm you.
I am not attracted to you in any way, shape, or form like that way.
Not attraction thing! You just think I'm your friend! You just think I'm your friend! Which obviously to you I'm not!
While this is going on and Darius is on the other side, she's gonna go, I'm kind of sorry about this, but I'm kind of not. I only got told about this about an hour ago.
At this point, Fizzy's just gonna walk through the mirror. She's like, if you guys, they'll show up eventually. Anyway, hi. I'm also just not annoyed because, like, gods are causing us a lot of issues. So, like, honestly, at this point, gods on this side of are kind of, fair play. Sorry. Not sorry, really. Listen, this god sucks, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on saying what I'm gonna say for once we're at lunch. Thanks.
You're pretty much gonna tell us probably to eat shit and
Yeah,
die,
that's fair.
but you know, worth trying.
You know. that's
You're
why-
really only gonna wait until lunch so you can get a free meal out of us.
How would he get a free meal out of us? Are we
Because
supposed to
in
provide...
order to have this conversation, he's gonna make us pay for it. Am I right?
I have money. I
And
will
then you're
pay for
not
you.
even hustling.
How do you do this?
What?
Like, why are you in here?
Because I don't want to be anywhere else.
What do you mean?
I mean, I
You're,
don't
like,
want to
stuck
be
here?
anywhere else.
You're not stuck here, so you can just, like, walk?
I can go wherever I want.
Okay. I don't know. Where is Cronona?
Cornona?
Yeah. Okay, fun fact about me is, I've only been on the surface for, like, I don't know, a season? So I don't know where anything is. I've mostly lived underground most of my life.
I can't remember the world map either, so I can't. help
Cronona-
Fizzy
it-
right
Cronona-
now.
In
is-
relation to where you are from, North Ekes, Cornona is
Didn't tell you where I was from.
north. I know you didn't. Northwest of North Ekes, more westerly than anything else. It's approximately 2,000 or so miles across the sea.
Oh shit! When I was leaving my home, I stopped here briefly.
Cornona is a stopover point for a majority of other towns. It's not surprising.
Aren't there a
So what
lot of
do you do?
casinos here?
Yes.
Is that what you do? Is you go to casinos?
No.
What do you do?
I fix casino machines.
You're a god, and you fix casino machines?
I'm whatever I want to be.
So you don't want to be a god.
Do you want to be a drow?
I quite like it.
Okay.
Oh.
It is the same as that. I don't decide to be a god. I am. I have been one. I have always been one. That's how this works. It hasn't changed. It will never change. Same way for every other one out there.
Okay, if you can't help us, that's fine. If you don't want to help us, I get it. I don't like it. I'm not going to like it. I get it.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But-
We'll have a conversation
come.
in a bit.
Yeah, he hasn't committed one way or another yet.
I mean, he said
he's
he's
probably
literally-
just curious.
He said he wants to go to lunch, and you're all standing in his living room talking at him.
Yes.
Well,
We
I'm
gotta go
waiting-
to lunch.
I'm waiting for Kaz and Fitz.
Yeah. And I'm getting her there,
Okay.
one way or another.
I'd imagine it's much like several of the gods where some of them just want to live a normal life for a while and don't necessarily want to be known as a god, as that makes living a normal life completely impossible.
Simple take on an overcomplicated issue, but sure.
I don't
Now,
know
where are
if
your
I
other
that
friends?
What?
Granny, are you through the mirror?
She's technically still on the other side. She was waiting for the other two chuckle folks.
Yeah.
Is Iggy on this side of the mirror?
I don't think he's stepped through yet, so he can go up there and just grab.
I was gonna say, I need it known that if Kaz does not cooperate with Fitz, he is going to very kindly write a note to Electos, and ask her to haul Kaz down to the mirror.
Can't do that, can she?
Depends. What does the note say?
And how much are you offering?
I think Fitz will write a note that's like, normally I would appeal to your heart, but I will give you 500 gold from the party funds if you bring Kaz to this mirror. Post haste, thank you, Fitz. Even though he's standing there holding it.
And the best part is, while silence
need to get
is
up.
Kaz can't give a counter offer.
No, why do I have to get up?
500 gold says so.
Lactose, I thought you were done with the whole accepting bounties thing.
It's not a bounty.
That's true. It's a bribe.
Like
No.
15 years worth of wages.
I do not want to leave the tower. I don't want it to happen again. I don't want to. That's it. She's gonna accept the bounty, isn't she? The
Electos is
bride.
going to reach over.
Oh.
And she's going to pick you up bodily, still in your underclothes because you were asleep.
Oh no!
Fitz does cover his eyes.
I'll give you a chance to get dressed.
Fine. She dresses up, I guess.
You are, at this point, kind of like ushered towards the portal.
So, anyway, if you fix casino machines, does that mean you make the odds in them? Or do you, like... Could you cheat the system?
Oh, definitely.
Penny, I need 500 gold.
I'm not in charge of the.
Who has the money? Hi again. I need 500 gold.
I'm pretty
Lactose, I
sure.
think, is going to kill me to death.
Where do we keep the gold? Is it
I-
in a bag of
A little
holding?
box labeled gold.
I'll be honest.
Someone has it.
uh,
I never-
let's just for humor's sake say Iggy has it, because I think that's funny to give it to him.
Yeah, that makes
People
that also
like-
kind of makes sense, honestly.
Fitz will very, very much be like, "Thank you so much for lactose. Please don't kill me because you're 500 gold."
I'd like to think that he'd have it, but only because you're like, here, hold this until we need it.
Yeah, that
it's,
makes
it's
sense.
like, here,
Never
hold
really-
this, and then everyone forgets who we said, here, hold this.
Yeah,
to.
he's never really asked about it. He's vaguely aware of what it is and what its function is, but he doesn't use
Well,
it.
we used to keep it in the bag of holding, but Kaz holds the bag of holding, and it's not that we don't trust her. It's just we don't want the kleptomaniac to have the bag of money.
Just because I'm a kleptomaniac does not mean I'm gonna give gold out.
No, it just means you might spend it.
I'm not even a spender.
It's true.
Yeah, it's more likely
Yeah,
someone
she's
would
stealer.
catch her stealing and believe that that was also stolen and thus confiscated.
There you go.
Also fair.
Anyway, before she leaves to go to the mirror unwillingly, right? She's telling Electos, like, remember that you still have the sending stone for me. Just please tell me if something goes wrong. Will you
I
please
will.
let me know?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
He said we had a week. We have a week.
Okay.
Probably.
I'll be back. Okay. And
Yep.
you know, she gives a peck to Electos and then she leaves. So
Electros does not respond with a peck. She will slap you on the
get
ass
him,
on your way
champ!
out.
Propels Kaz through the mirror.
Right. Anyway, so is there a way to figure out the odds as a normal person on a slot machine, or
I have to make sure the odds stay relatively the same. Otherwise, I don't have a job. With that said, that doesn't mean I don't make machines with very bad or very good odds.
is it just because you're bored, or
It makes things interesting.
fair enough.
I still have a job if there are broken machines, and they don't know if I managed to make a machine broken, especially if it breaks after a certain number of runs.
And oscillation.
Yes.
This, by the way, once he says, let's wait until lunch to have this conversation, this is all Deus is asking me about now is gambling machines.
Well, all things said, if the odds are pretty even, it's likely they don't make too much money off of the machines themselves.
No.
But people do buy a lot of alcohol while they're gambling.
Yes. It all depends on what kind of Crocus machine we're talking about. Some absolutely are rigged to not work out well. Other ones are fine, but it all depends. Either way, I have a good place we're going to get lunch at. Let's go get lunch.
We're gonna be able to get like a private like section, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Something tells me he doesn't care too much about any of the things being overheard because he can just deal
That's
with it.
fair. Also, I'm assuming that when we go outside, it's like fucking hot.
Yeah, it's really quite hot out.
Oh.
It is. You are on Cronona. It is
Yeah.
effectively almost like a Mediterranean island in the middle of the just off the coast of a large desert island or continent. It is hot. You're basically square on like the equator. So it is probably a good 90 degrees out today. Zero cloud cover. Humidity is probably at what you'd like for real life reference, like 70% humidity. It is hot. It is humid.
My
it's a nice change of pace from that case.
Immediately, like, it's also like, oh god, my eyes. Ugh.
You have sunglasses. What did you do with them?
No, I'm wearing them, but it's still like, it doesn't cut enough. Especially like, no cloud cover. It's like,
This is immediately sweating, but also does not care.
All right, come with me. I got a restaurant. You don't need to get anything. You shouldn't get anything from any of the street vendors. Not right now. We're gonna have a full meal. And as you were walking through the streets of Cremona, this place is significantly more crowded than virtually every other place that you've gone to. I say Cremona, more accurately, you are in Achenaeus, the coastal city that once upon a time you guys were at in campaign 1.
That Maddie burned a man to death in one of the hotels.
yeah. You guys, we haven't been outside of, like, we haven't been in an old place that we've been in this entire campaign. This is like the first
We've
time
been in Ekes exclusively.
Yeah, we've been in Egg and we never went. This is great. This hits a little different, guys.
I mean, my biggest memory of that is how 4 of the 5 wallflowers all somehow failed the save against being charmed, and then the same 4 all failed the save against calm emotions. So just like able to like.
Oh god,
Okay.
the wallflowers.
I just remember us sailing away and flipping off Mercy's dad as he fucking chased after us.
Yeah.
You're like, I eat shit, dog!
See, I was remembering Maddie having an existential crisis of the beautiful dancer on a stage.
Pretty women!
Yeah, it's so true. It's so
Oh
true.
my god.
Ro and Maddie sitting front row being like, wow. Oh, he's so beautiful.
That's what Maddie would have said.
Oma will lead you to some hole-in-the-wall restaurant. You can see that it definitely has front seating, where like you have several tables, and like only a few people are currently sitting outside right now, just because it's quite hot, while other folks are sitting inside where there's shade and cool drinks. Oma is going to kind of like raise a hand towards one of the waiters, and just going to say, "I'm just going to need a few tables to be pushed together here. It's me and these 6 right here." And he's going to start shuffling the tables together while they hustle off to go get some menus. Ordering food aside, Oma will basically wind up with a platter full of what looks to be roasted vegetables, some kind of spiced meatball, possibly lamb or beef, you're not sure what. A dish of some kind of, it looks almost like a bean to the folks who are less traveled. To the folks who are more traveled, it's chickpeas. They have been fried and are basically a little bit of texture. And he will, without waiting for you guys to order your food, just start eating his. As another dish of what looks to be some kind of eggs that are stewed in a spicy tomato broth are also brought over to him. Pay for yourself.
I love a god who knows what he wants, and it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
He said, "Me hungry."
To be
Okay.
fair,
He needs everything. he
Ignatius
wants
is
to.
the same. He's been working out for quite a while. He needs to refurbish those calories.
All right.
We'll probably get like 3 different items.
So
She gets a
first
Bloody
and
Mary.
foremost, everything that you guys need to talk to me about or want to talk to me about, you can talk about freely now. I've set up we'll call it a charm. No one's going to recognize what you're saying as anything out of the norm. So if you need to talk, we can talk. If you need to argue, you can yell, you can do whatever. No one's going to see anything weird. So what? What is it?
We're dealing with a lot. Okay? A lot. And we don't know so we can say whatever, because
Yeah.
you're a god, and none of the gods are willing to help. So maybe you'll be the same. I don't know. None of the gods are willing to help us out. No, that's not true. I lie. That's not true. We do have one god who is helping us, and it's one of the dragons.
To clarify,
It's not
they
that
don't
makes sense.
help directly, so that way they don't create
Yeah, they can't
another
help,
schism or
and
large
we
scale.
can't. And I know you said in the thing that you didn't know how it happened, so I don't expect you to know how it happened, or know how to do it again, or know how to even like put one person there, or one god, really.
Hey, kitty. Oh.
Okay, wow, there's just a cat here. Wow, there's just a cat like in the
It's like
That's
Greece.
actually-
Free
there's
pest
just
control.
cats everywhere.
Like that's
Fair
pretty
enough.
common here.
I mean,
So
there
I
are cats everywhere in Turkey.
it's more than I know what to do with. I don't know gods. Like I don't know how they operate because again, only been on the surface for three like a season. Have not been on very long. I do know this one god wants us to fight him, and he wants us to get stronger. And how the heck are we? How you know stuff? How does one get stronger in 7 days?
First off, I'll be totally blunt. You mortals now are really, really weak-willed compared to the ones I knew. Do you know how willing they were back when I was before the schism, I should just say? Do you know how willing you mortals were to throw down with one of us?
Yeah, because there were different laws in place of reality. Your kin broke those.
They broke the rules for them, for themselves. I still don't know how exactly it happened. Sorry, that hasn't changed. I've never gotten a clear answer there. Doing it again, sorry. No way I could figure out that.
Okay.
Because you'd be asking basically for a way to, okay, see this flatbread? Okay. You'd be looking for a way for me to poke a perfect hole in one specific spot with one specific thing to only be affected without damaging anything else around it. That's what you're asking for. But it's not this piece of flatbread. You're talking about reality.
Can I
That's
have
not
one?
as simple as it sounds. Yeah, sure. It's not that simple.
Okay.
And as for God's not helping you, that doesn't shock me. They've got rules. They probably set up their own rules the same way that we set up our own rules before the schism and after the schism. It's not a matter of they don't want to help, though some of them probably don't give a shit. It's not a matter of they cannot. They probably could. It's they will not, because if they do, somebody else has the opportunity to act the same way. So that god you mentioned, one of those dragon gods, they've decided that working with you is worth whatever happens next, because something's going to happen next. Probably from their opposition. Some don't really have opposition, so they're not worried. Others do. So for them to step out and do something means that whoever is opposing them is absolutely going to take that opportunity and do something back.
I'm gonna make a point of something. In what you said, oh, we're weak-willed, whatever. We'll point out that until like, what was it, 30 years ago? Gods weren't on this plane for us. For most of us, like, we did not know what gods were on the plane, so it's a little different now than when
Yeah.
we were, because gods were on the plane, right? I'm
the schism changed a
Fizzy-
lot.
Fizzy's saying that she's looking out at everyone because she's like trying to get confirmation of like what she's saying is correct, because she doesn't like 100% know.
Well, the mortals
it's-
you knew had stronger magic and all that, so.
Stronger deity magic, not stronger arcane magic. Your magic, as far as arcane is concerned, is actually a lot better. because that's something that you've developed over the years.
I have neither.
Yeah, nature stuff.
Yeah, I'm nature. Like I don't have deity or I don't know where my stuff lies because who knows.
Right. Either way. So the whole helping you thing, right? Okay, what kind of help do you want?
We want help getting stronger.
No. Wait.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Wait.
Garrus.
Garrus put the hand over your mouth.
Yeah, that's fair. So fair.
If we can't break reality, of course, because that would be stupid. Is there a way, to your knowledge, to mess with his little... So essentially what he does is he continues to cause enough trouble till somebody gets strong enough to beat the shit out of him and kill him, and then he starts over.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't want this to keep happening every 30 years, because that kind of defeats the point of killing him now.
No, probably not. See, what he has chosen is, for as reckless as it sounds to you all, is actually probably the safest method of being here that any god could choose. And still do stuff. He is inhabiting the body of a mortal. So the downside is you can't really kill him because that's not really him, not fully. It is something using his power and his personality, yes, but you can't destroy him the same way you would
Could we
another
trap?
mortal.
Could we trap that divinity somewhere? Like, if we
Sure,
How?
definitely. Strong enough magic. Take him, shove him into some demi-plane somewhere. That'll slow down his living, his life, his age. Basically, you'll be keeping him stuck in immortal form the entire time, and he won't have a choice but to sit there and live, and that's it. It would suck, and there's a pretty fair chance at some point he'll find a way to die, and then it'll start again. But you'll probably buy yourself more than just 30 years.
That's
Hold
still...
on. You know those people we have in our tower that are in a sleep state that we can't wake up? Do you think that would work?
Well,
that weird dream realm?
maybe, although you have no idea what is controlling that from the other side, and that might simply cause a new issue, as well as what if the power increases with the power of the individuals that sleep, and instead of just being a few feet away from a sleeping individual, suddenly this half the continent gets drawn up into this sleep state because all the taxes is drawn up.
What if this is a weird leap, maybe, but I know they exist now. This, like, I don't know, demi-lich from like a gift from a god. Could an immortal body be a prison?
Yes, kind of. See, immortal is a funny concept for anyone who isn't mortal. For a mortal, immortal means you don't die, right? I take purple here. I make her immortal.
Yeah.
Which one of us is purple?
Yeah,
It's definitely
This
Kaz.
is really hot. It's really hot.
Kaz has her hat off and is going.
It always is. You need to drink something with milk. They make like yogurt drinks here too. You should have one of those.
Oh,
That'll make it easier.
That sounds really good right now.
I take her, I make her immortal. That means her body stops aging, and no longer has any concerns of, well, anything aging related. It doesn't mean you can't starve. You can still die of dehydration. You can get shot. You can get stabbed. Immortal is not invulnerable. And invulnerable isn't necessarily immortal. Making something both invulnerable and immortal is not easy. Because your bodies don't like that. Your bodies are made to eventually fall apart. Sorry. That sounds really, really grim to say to one of you, just to your face.
No, that's about right.
I've
There's
come to
another
terms
issue.
with it.
of life. That
I
is
technically have already been to that portion, sort of a little bit.
Yeah.
And
She died
if you were
already.
to escape whatever prison, then an invulnerable, immortal individual would be so much harder for whoever comes next to deal with.
Yes.
But what
So
I'm
it's not that cut and dry. To be honest with you, you want my honest answer for what your best option is to deal with him? Kill him. Because here's the thing. He's a pain in the ass for you today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no guarantee he's not going to be your ally in 30 years.
He's not gonna be my ally.
He's
in
just
30
gonna
years.
cause mayhem and chaos.
What's his game? What's his goal?
Ambition.
Is to get the strongest people in the that possibly can fight him to fight him. That's
No, no,
always
no.
the goal.
You said, what were you were about to say a word.
Ambition?
Okay. He's ambitious. He has something. He's always trying to get as high up as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's stopping him from the next time he shows up from actually being ambitious in the right way for you guys?
Now, I had one question,
No.
being that you know a lot. We've somewhat run out of options on ways to improve our equipment within a short period of time on the continent of Vekes. Do you know where we could acquire, be it buy, barter, or simply borrow, stronger equipment that would help us deal with this god?
Well, yeah. I know where you could definitely get someone that makes magic things. That's literally my purview as a deity.
Ooh.
I make magic things. That's what I've done.
So you can make us magic things?
Yes.
Love the idea of us not doing our research before showing up and be like, sure, they gotta, but like, we need a guy who's like really innovative and
Do you know
good
how
at,
hard
like,
this is for me?
magic and
To be fair,
hard
I
this
just
is for
thought
me.
he'd kind of quit doing that stuff.
Yeah.
No offense,
like-
but you looked like you hit a midlife crisis like 1,000 years ago and never crawled out of it.
I didn't have followers for the longest time.
Yeah, that must be weird.
It's
What?
good not to make
I'm
assumptions.
confused. Someone explain this to me?
What's up, Iggy?
Sorry.
Well, just because you're the god or something doesn't necessarily mean that you do it. It could mean that you inspire other people to do it. So it is good to ask regardless.
Fair enough. No, I didn't have followers for the last I don't know how long.
But you do now? How?
Yes. Cult.
You have a cult?
Yep.
Interesting. Don't do that. Okay.
No, those are pretty common.
Yeah, not all cults are
And
bad.
I need to explain to you guys, I've only been here for a season. I have no knowledge of anything with this stuff.
Guys, where did you
Also-
get that coffee drink?
Kaz went to Starbucks and back when we weren't looking down the road.
I don't know. It's really good.
What-
They
Yeah,
just
I
had
just
it in their menu.
We went to Starbucks and she didn't get us anything. How rude.
Cat's found the secret thieves'
You
got
got
what
me
I
in
do.
my girlfriend's bed. You're not getting drinks.
That's so fair. Honestly, I understand. Either way, So now that you have followers now, so you're, I guess, stronger. Is that how it works?
Yes. Worship means power. It means life, really, but power mostly.
So how do we? How do we ask you and be like, hey, can you make stuff for us?
Yes.
I mean, we're sitting right
Again.
in front of him.
I feel like you probably just go, hi, excuse me, could you possibly make some things for us?
That would
pretty
be
easy.
great. I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Because you treat this as a conversation.
In fairness, it varies from each one. Some will play ball with a pretty simple ask. Others don't. Pay me.
Okay. How
Yeah.
much?
It depends. It depends on what you need.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fair chunk, but that's just by the nature of making magic things in 7 days.
In just
Okay.
7 days, I can make you
A man.
Sorry, every time we say that, it's all
He'll
I
be
can think about.
pink.
Zanny defits.
You
Arm
do
surgery just
press
drops.
ups,
Okay,
sit ups,
so-
do the snatch, clean and jerk. Thinks dynamic tension. Must be hard work.
Nice.
Love that song, actually.
Love that movie.
So what do people need? What stuff does people need? Like we need. I don't know.
Well, that's for you to determine.
I-
But for me, money. You pay me, fine, I'll do it. With that said, I can make it a little less expensive, drop it from 6 figures to 5, by, say, making them temporary. Shit that'll break.
That seems fair.
Okay, fine. It won't last. You got probably 30 days of them, if I was to
I
guess.
only need 7.
Well. But
Maybe.
yeah, that should cut the cost quite a bit. With that said, you still will owe me a lot of money.
Okay. So
I gotta ask for that because of where we're living. So just pay me.
I have
We
another
are
question.
Running
We
out
are
of
broke.
money.
Yeah, we are.
We're not
super running
broke.
out
We're
of-
not broke.
like
But
We're not broke,
Like a-
but we are super running out of money.
Do you have like a
Yeah.
like a payment plan?
can we take out a loan?
How about a favor? Do you have something you need done?
Okay,
You have a lot of questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson about talking to gods. 1, never ask a god for a payment plan,
Oh.
especially not here. We live in, this is the city of, you don't know. Achenaeus is ruled by Marx, the god of exchange. You ask him for a payment plan, he'll give you a payment plan. And you better pay him. Second, favors. Don't ask for a favor from a god. You just gave me a blank check. I could tell you to do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck I want. I could tell you to go to the bottom of the ocean and stay there for a year.
I was
That's
more
the-
asking favors, and do you need us to do something for you?
I know. But no, I don't. Pay me. So,
No, that's fair.
find a shit ton of money. Do your thing.
Also, to be fair though, I feel like we've over this lovely lunch. I feel like if we offered you a favor, I feel like you wouldn't send us to the bottom of the ocean because I've sensed that you're kind of just a chill zombie. You
He's still a god.
specifically, you specifically, none of these other guys.
I have a
Just
question.
a chill guy.
How do we get money?
You're
We
asking.
have some. We have
we-
enough
we
for
have-
maybe 1 or 2 items.
Yeah.
If
and
they're
There's
really 5
plenty of-
figures.
No, we don't.
Mm-mm.
No, we don't. Because if he was bringing it down from 6 figures to 5 figures, there's no way in hell.
We have
I'm
4
saying-
figures on us in gold.
Yeah,
We're broke.
we are not.
We're not
We need.
I just gave
bro.
Electos $500.
That's
I already
fine,
took it
was
off.
worth it.
Don't worry.
It's worth it. Honestly, it was worth it. I wanted Cass to be here, even if.
With
I
that
do
said,
love it, Cass. Can I just say that I do love that every time she pulls it away, she goes. I do see you doing. I do see you doing that, Charlie. You go.
God.
Hey, Cass,
Yeah.
you want to help me find the underground market here?
Maybe.
With that
we also
said,
we haven't
if you
even
want-
stole anything from Avic, by the way. Oh,
Oh, that's right.
oh,
Oh!
oh,
Where's it going?
what's happening?
Oh no. Kaz
no,
has secretly been drinking
can't even
Iron
see
Stone the
that.
whole time.
I'm so sorry. It's for stream, for record. She set her cup aside and it just started orbiting around her character.
Yeah.
That
Literally.
video of like astronauts who came back and would just drop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, she made a coffee Iron Stone.
Cass drank fizzy lifting drink.
With that
Actually-
said, you want permanent things? Go find someone to give you like tattoos or shit.
Mhm.
We haven't
Tattoos,
considered.
you say.
We could get tattoos for bonding.
I can't get tattoos right now.
Why?
I don't have enough slots, and I can't
Mm.
give up any of my slots.
You can
Uh,
still
also-
get a matching
Tattoo?
tattoo, it just won't be magical.
Yeah.
Is a tattoo an attunement?
Yes.
Mhm.
Depends
Yeah.
on the tattoo.
Most of them are
Human,
anyway.
but Ignatius's is.
If it's depends on how they make it. You make it something that's going to be activated 9 times out of 10. Yes, it's got an attunement on it, because
Mhm.
otherwise anybody could
Yeah.
activate it, and you don't want
Oh,
that.
the spell tattoos are different.
Yeah.
Those ones are basically just spells.
And I
So-
have all the slots I need right now.
So yes, they can be attunement. Also, no, they could not be attunement. It all depends on what you need.
Actually, I have one other question for you.
Mm.
I have more than one, but this one starts. Cass, do you still have the statue, or did Ruben take it with him?
I have it. Why?
Can you pull it out real quick?
Are you insinuating we're gonna sell it?
No, I'm gonna ask if he knows what the fuck Ruben is.
Okay, fine. I think out
Shoves
the
his statue in his
statue.
face. Did you fake this?
Hmm. I mean, right now it's a demon, fiend, something like that.
You know
Well-
what it is?
I know what it was.
What it
Probably.
what was it before?
Why? All right. Why are you asking?
Because we fed it 9 of like the 11 coins, and Ruben's our friend.
Okay. Well, if you're making friends with it, I suppose that's fine. So, what you could best call it now, fiend is the blanket term. This you could call an Azura.
Gathered that was an Azura before.
Azura just means their mistakes, typically. Divine, what have you. They try to make a life form, they try to make a being, and typically they get discarded.
So he's a
Is there-
mistake.
Somebody's. Don't know who.
Is there a
Sure.
reason why there's even 2 statues in the first place?
Yeah. Think of it like a balance thing.
Okay, so we have the white one, but what does the dark wood one do?
The simplest thing is that's probably the more negative side of it.
Oh.
So the cigar smoking, stealing version of him is the good side.
You don't kill someone with theft.
Not usually. Though if you steal enough from them, that they might die of starvation.
Close enough, but not the same.
When he gets all his coins back, because we're letting him do that because he's his own person.
Mm.
So should be worried about an extreme personality change?
Depends on how you treated him, I guess.
He's our friend.
Huh. Well, that's good.
We got
Kaz
so
loves
far.
him like a son.
He's my son.
My sweet boy.
My sweet little boy.
My sweet little baby boy.
I still remember when someone tied a burning rag to his tail.
Oh.
We killed him.
Remember when he got
no,
kicked?
he's in jail.
He's in jail.
He's still alive. That was Weston.
We killed his social life by putting him in jail.
And his will to live.
Yeah, he's kind of
I did
not doing
cut
great.
off his thumb and an arm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did. You
Well,
did.
that was necessary. But
Anyways, thank you for that. Good news, Kaz. Sounds like he'll still be mostly himself.
Shouldn't we be concerned where the other wooden statue is?
We should. We don't have time for that right this second.
Well, not now, obviously.
I feel like, well, maybe, I don't know if this is true or not, this is purely speculation. Do you think that perhaps there's a certain amount of coins? And it depends on how many you put on each statue? Like the ratio?
That's what I'm wondering about.
So perhaps Ruben gathering his own coins and putting them to a statue? We don't have to worry about that. Maybe. Hopefully.
Well,
We have a lot to
Also,
worry about.
I
We
do have to
so much to worry
postulate
about.
something like this. We know that one of the coins is in Odella. And we also know that there's a cult that worships a monkey in Odella. And there seems to be a very strong correlation for something such as that. I don't know, perhaps a cult worshipping a monkey might have sprung up over the statue of monkey with 12 arms.
Would that be in
Perhaps.
Eldella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we go to Eldella?
I don't know if currently right now we need to worry about
No.
the evil
No.
Ruben
Okay,
statue.
I don't know.
Ruben
Okay.
is getting it on his own, and he would tell us. if
Yeah,
he
okay,
needed
I
to.
think
okay.
perhaps maybe we should focus perhaps on the big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is
Yeah.
which is 7 days from now. God
Yeah, we
come
have to
kick
deal with it
some
in 7
teeth in.
days.
So that goes back to my other question that I had, which is, you can make us items, and that's great, and that's fantastic, and that's awesome. However, items will only take us so far, if that makes sense. We need to get stronger also, like, in magic and in... Do you have any suggestions for that?
Nothing for blanket improvements. Individual. I'm sure some of you have already gotten your own balls rolling. Because there are definitely some personal ways that one could do so. Warlock. Talk to the Warlock patron. Paladin. Talk to your god. Cleric. Talk to your god.
I knew that already. I haven't had the chance. They dragged me out of bed.
Purple, Nature Girl, and you. Those you two are gonna. You guys are going to be the trickiest ones, though.
Yeah, I don't even follow
Yeah.
God.
Same!
What if I don't have this book and this sword? I'm kind of useless.
Would
They-
bringing a cult
Mm.
woman help with that?
And I kind of pissed off the only god that sort of liked me by accident.
I would have asked that guy for power
by the way.
anyway.
Give me
I
your
mean,
book.
Okay. It's just a grimoire.
Yeah,
got a
I also found a
second
book,
drink?
please.
Drop the other
He hands
one. I
the
need to
book
order
back to
another
you.
one.
Thanks.
In your case, your best weapon's honestly gonna be knowledge.
Yeah.
It sounds
But-
so educated. Sounds so sweet. It's like I'm trying to teach you something. No. Literally, knowledge will be your best weapon. So,
Yeah, I figured.
anywhere someone is, say, using knowledge for the wrong thing, has a book of some kind of power, using that wouldn't be a bad idea. Other books that can mess with the way that your mind thinks, that's also not a bad option too.
Really follow up. Do you know how to get rid of a fiend?
Kill it.
No, hold. He's gotta be here somewhere. He stalks me everywhere. There you are.
Oh god.
Oh
I almost
god.
forgot about that one.
So long.
How can you forget? He's always around. Like,
I know, and he's so smelly. I just kind
It's
of,
just
I block it out.
a rolling
I've had this thing
horse
following me
cloud.
around for like a month and a half since I died. I can't get rid of it.
Terrible beast.
If you kill it, it comes back.
And then it just casts grease on you.
No, no, I don't have a good way of getting rid of that. That's a curse.
God damn
Ish.
it. Hold on. Excuse me 1 second. And Dennis is gonna reel back, look at an open window, and hurl
Don't.
him out.
So in fact, we've already tried remove curse.
We
You
have
can think
tried
of it
to
like a
curse.
curse, except it's not. See, a curse is something that is placed upon you unwillingly. That is a fiend that has chosen you to be annoying to.
All I did was die.
Congratulations, you attracted someone's attention.
Damn it.
You know, I've heard some people call their children the same thing.
Yeah. But I would never throw my daughter.
As for what you do with it, if it wants something from you, you'll have to listen. Or find a better deal that's less of a pain in the ass.
I think it wants my soul.
Okay, there's another option. Kill whoever's in charge of him.
He's all the way in the hells. I ran into him when I
Well.
died.
Well, you wanted more power. Go kill a demon. Take what he has.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Actually, not a bad
bad
idea.
idea.
That's a question. Hold on. What is the current flow of time in the hells relative to this plane?
Oh.
That's a
Slow.
great question. Slow?
Currently
So-
slower than the normal plane simply because you get more torture going on if it's going slower.
So there is
So
time to
actually,
travel there.
not a terrible idea.
The plane of
Maybe
hell
it-
was intended to be a punishment plane. The other ones are just nightmares.
We'll
True.
need to borrow that tuning fork again.
But I can plane shift, I think.
Yeah, but you need the
You
tuning
we
fork.
need
You
a,
need a tuning fork.
Yeah.
fork attuned to.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know where we can get the I can also plane shift for the record. I mean,
No,
We have it.
technically
Oh.
speaking, we
No,
can
It was
use
borrowed.
mirror to get there.
Yeah.
We need the tuning fork.
Oh,
to
that's
get
true,
back.
okay.
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
only needed to
okay.
get there.
Yeah.
Rewind. So that's
Rewind
pretty much
time.
all I'm good for. Darius will put a hand on Kaz's head. This is a rogue and a thief.
Yeah.
She's very good at what she does. But similar to me, if you take away her weapon, she doesn't have any fancy bullshit.
I don't,
Don't-
yeah.
Stop her from getting rid of a weapon.
What?
You heard me? Just make it so you can't lose your weapon. So,
Is that an actual thing? There are weapons of returning.
yeah, you know, like, that's one of the easiest things you could do. That because that way you'll never be disarmed. But also, you're clearly not just a thief Because if you were just a thief, you wouldn't be purple and you wouldn't have a funny marking on you.
Okay,
You're-
first off, purple because I'm a genasi type. Thank you very
Yes, that's the
much.
part I'm getting at, dumbass.
Why are you purple?
Wait,
Again, I'm just
That's
thinking
the
about
purple
first
one.
campaign character, how she would be actually reacting to this fucking god. Oh my god.
Why are
so
you
wait,
purple?
does that mean you want us, or you don't want us, but you're suggesting to us to reach out to her bloodline stuff?
Try reaching out to it, sir. Elementals are a completely different everything. You need to understand.
To be fair, we did release one at the beginning of our adventure.
You mean the lightning elemental?
Yeah, the one that gave you all that scarring.
So what I mean is that
Yeah.
elementals are not devils. They're not celestials. They're not going to make a deal with you because they are pure representations of chaos. They're going to kill you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So the simplest thing for you to do, Miss Ganassi, is eat an elemental.
Huh? Excuse me?
It's probably not eat, but like you will be taking a lightning elemental, which are rare already, and then you need to make it part of you. Eat it.
What in the dungeon, Meshi?
What in the?
No, there is an alternative. Some sort of symbiotic relationship, like Swirl has with that Celestial.
Yeah. You'll just have to, get a celestial get an elemental to agree to that, and then trust it enough that it will work with you, never betray you, and be basically part of your body and still have that independence.
I think the eating of the elemental is probably the better option.
You can definitely try to do what he just suggested, but if that thing gets a chance to betray you or doesn't like your deal, it'll just lie to you.
I had my share of lying inside my body. Thank you very much.
Kill it, eat it.
Hmm.
Nom nom nom.
Beat the shit out of the fiend, eat a elemental, and she's gonna point at Fizzy because you're the other one that he mentioned.
I'm fading away. Help! Hold on, wait.
Oh,
What is he with cameras today?
There we go.
bro?
there you go.
Yep. Technology in general.
I mean, nature's a more finicky thing. It all largely depends on what your focus is as far as nature's concerned. Druids that are focused on rot, they focus on mushrooms and what have you. If you're focused on the stars, I mean, boy, that is a tricky one.
Would it help to set up a confrontation with all attacks at night?
Certainly wouldn't hurt. But I do have an option or an idea.
I will take any ideas.
One of my brothers not one of my brothers, technically a few folks had these. There's some constellations that folks gave existence. At least one of my brothers had a constellation that was wandering around on the plains. Get it to work with you. Or eat it. That also works.
What's with
Okay,
eating?
Is it Aristo's dog?
That's all. Aristo's dog is the one that's immediately coming to mind.
Don't eat his dog.
I don't want to eat a constellation. I'd like to work with one. That'd be cool. I wouldn't want to eat one. That's weird.
I'm gonna say words that I know some of you aren't going to like.
Uh-huh.
In fact, they're the most cursed words you can say in a D&D campaign.
Oh god.
That Kana gets excited when it gets said.
Is it deck of many things?
No, maybe we should split up and tackle some of this research and stuff. Because Kaz and I can, go make us some money.
The other
Yeah.
thing that I can think about.
By stealing. By stealing. They're going to do it by stealing and nothing else.
Yeah, stealing.
Do you think we could draw power from that star chart back in the tower? I mean, it has magic within it, but we need to supply it with a daylight spell in order to get it to function. Think there's a way to siphon energy from it instead? That might empower your magic.
Maybe, but Iggy, I'm gonna be so honest with you. The idea of talking to a constellation and becoming friends with it is way more appealing than working with a constellation. We can try that, and we can definitely do that. I'm not against it. I will take all the power I can get, but also I want to talk to a constellation.
Actually, second question. Do you have magic paper?
Oh god.
No.
We really need money, guys.
I may have bought out almost the entire supply of magic paper on Ekis.
So you know where we can find some that isn't on our continent?
Go find a magic shop.
Not Mark Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take Kaz.
I'm not a fucking tour guide. Go find a magic shop.
Okay.
Really? You dress like one? Sorry. I'm so sorry. That was an instant reaction.
Granny's just sipping her Bloody Mary.
I'm pregnant. Don't hurt me.
Anyways, get me money. I make thing.
Okay.
Now, anything else?
God damn it. I just saw the fucking
Well, the
board.
thing is, Jill might have something else, but they went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So Kaz,
Yeah.
between the two of us, I think, because we're in a rich bitch area, like a rich bitch area.
Yeah.
I'm charismatic and deceptive, and you're a little thief.
Yeah.
So by day, we can trick people. By night, let's go do what you're really good at and go grave robbing.
I'm just surprised we haven't robbed Avic's place yet since he's dead.
We're going to. That's on the list. The man's bound to have something hidden there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that first, because I want to trash his place.
Yeah, me too.
We can
Ooh.
always, the mirror
Do you
can always bring
think-
us back here, so.
Do you think it's free real estate? My house burned down, guys.
Well, we don't know
No.
where he lives.
It's
In
probably
the
still in.
city.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyways, so we'll do that. Where's Luce? He should have showed back up by now.
God. What a horrible creature.
Hey, quit yelling. What's your boss's name?
Fuck you.
Quit yelling, it's just me. So
Luce, I can't talk to him if I don't know his name.
I heard everything you guys are talking about. I'm not helping you now. Fuck off.
You know, you're right. Hey. Oz. Man. Whatever.
Oma.
Oma. That was Jessica fumbling, not Davis.
No,
I
I
know. That's why I was like, Oma.
Oma. Would consuming this thing's spirit give us any power?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, that thing's
I
disgusting.
think it might give you like if you
Indigestion.
ate it, it might give you like rabies or diarrhea or something.
No. It's worth a shot. And she'll hurl him back out
Yeah.
the window again.
No, Dare. Next time, we have to use the charm monster on it, and that way we can get it to tell us the name.
Oh, that's right. Charmaster might work. Anyways, yeah, Jill, while you were gone, I said dreaded words. That's dooming for all parties, which I think we should split up for a little bit.
It's the only way to cut time, unfortunately.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Like, I hate that, but.
Ah.
Okay, Connor.
On that note, I have to use the bathroom now. It's my
Well, we
turn
should-
to have tummy
we
hurt
should-
needed.
We should
To be fair-
honestly probably wrap up session soon.
Yeah.
Yes, Jill?
That's fair. I was not using the bathroom. I was putting chicken wings in the microwave.
Oh.
Nice hungry.
But yeah, if you have any last questions for the god, now is your chance.
We probably won't leave you alone because now we know you exist.
I know. And you have that fucking mirror.
Did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh,
It has been incredibly useful.
Yeah, I can't wait for someone to break it.
oh
No.
no.
We almost did.
We've got to be quite careful about that now.
Speaking of, do you do house calls for repairs?
No. No, I don't. I will never fix that thing.
I mean, we know you exist now, so we can get to you sooner.
I hope that you are prepared to be considered one of our allies, if not our friends. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you.
God. Oh, God.
Incredible.
Look, I'm not gonna make a habit of this.
We aren't likely to
Okay.
either.
I don't believe we are.
Yes, pretty soon we'll all either be dead or no longer have such insurmountable problems that we need to reach out to everyone within our capabilities.
It's just these next 7 days. That's it.
Well, in that case, good luck. Give me money, and I'll get your things.
Okay.
Of course.
And there, with Oma paying his bill and you guys being stuck with yours, it's about 5 gold, by the way. We will wrap up tonight's session.
2 drinks.
It was definitely not 2 drinks with all the food
Has
that
racked up the bill.
with all the food that Ignatius ate. It was not 2 drinks, and also you're in a tourist town. Of course, it's
I know.
expensive.
I know. I was fronting. I was.
5 gold for 2 drinks from Starbucks. That sounds about right.
It's like we're on that fucking what's that strip in Miami Beach? Like,
Around South Beach.
yeah, it's exactly like eating there.
It's,
Everything is about $20 more expensive than it should be,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that is why.
and it's not good enough to be $20 more expensive.
You are correct.
So, with all that said, we're gonna wrap up tonight's session. Wednesday, we got some more Spyro to play. Friday, we'll figure something out. Possibly Repo, maybe something else. We'll see. Saturday, more Dungeons and Dragons. But we'll be wrapping up here. So with all that said, say bye, Shreem.
Bye, stream.